most likely going over to Icon for game number 4 here on this pick.
Really need to be sort of respected.
Ooh.
And with Icon having...
Oh, he's flashed for it. Tongue lash on Dale. He got him! He licks him to death! That was an unexpected solo kill, but Flandre does it in style.
From Tarzan. Looks like Tarzan's throwing that here for
All
dive.
right. Yeah, the dive not going to come through, though. Flandre has the shield. It's hard to dive at Tom Kenches. He's going to now start tanking it up. Ale not there anymore. And blocked through efficiently by LNG.
A few tower hits, and now they throw down the Herald top. This is going to be an instant first tower take, so a ton of gold going into the pocket of LNG's jungle and top laner. Even after Ale made that mistake earlier, is now 800 gold up. Tarzan's 1,000 gold up. This is exactly what LNG needed to sort of get...
Really surprised. I mean, EDG, not noticed the quickest team here is maybe onto JJ. That changes Dark Passage with a Ragnarok. TP now used by Ale. Flandre sitting in the base, and just for that, thank you. We'll take the Dragon.
That's all they need. You know, they force EDG to back off just because without the ultimate, the Olaf is pretty useless. And now LNG want to push that advantage more, take that red buff away. And again, Ale and Tarzan are the two strongest on the team right now, and they're looking to push for more.
Now JJ has to burn the flash. That's not what you want to see, but Shockwave over the wall with an undertow. Oh my god, Tarzan didn't see that one coming as EDG now have numbers advantage. Ale in no man's land as Dominus won't save him, grabbing him with a double kill over the scout. LNG way too deep. You got the objective. Why did you think you could get more?
He's level 13, so his Q and W are maxed. Oh, they are looking for something here on Viper.
Hey, old teammates fighting back a little bit here. Tarzan misses with the needlework and now saved by an angry man with an axe. JJ knocks him down, Viper survives, and LNG on the escape. The almost 2 items. They're trying to jump onto him. Good sidestep here as Culling starts hitting the Shockwave to disengage, but Scout, as he flashes away, should know that he's dead. As the kill goes over to Icon and the bounty as well. To a huge fan, and EDG take it just means that, well, we might not be seeing LNG with the Dragon solve this game at all if we go to that 40-minute mark.
Both teams just trying to push those advantages, but you can see they're not committing to fights as much as we typically see.
An area. I'd be scared if you get caught out here as a Death Sentence going to do exactly that. The Abyssal Dive, I wonder, sent straight upward. At least he's going to a better place as EDG now with a 5 versus 4. LNG caught out at the 22-minute mark.
And this is the point where EDG's gone, right, we're comfortable. You know, we have this super bulky front line. We have this pick potential with the Thresh. They find one, and now they can move on to it.
Oh, no.
And again, you have huge DPS onto that Baron. You have so much bulkiness that they're not going to get threatened. LNG need to move in, but they're struggling. The Lantern comes out.
And the arrow goes nowhere, crucially, as well. Death Sentence over the wall. Vipers hit Tarzan again. The Abyssal Dive timing is spot on from Flandre. Down with the Baron, and now for the Tom Kench to get another meal in his belly. Scout.
It felt like a switch was sort of turned. The EDG still looking
Why
for more.
Are you here? I wonder. You died again. Why are you there? It's an Olaf and a Tom Kench. They don't die anymore.
Care. They just don't care. Towers are irrelevant, and this is kind of the point I was worried about, where EDG hit and they go, yeah, I mean, we've had this Ashe, Leona bot lane, so much engaged, so much CC, and it's just not being used. Oh, they're looking now.
Oh no, mate, I got a Dark Passage. Now it goes down from here, ladies and gentlemen. EDG have taken no damage. Bot keeps pushing in. Solar Flare with a Death Sentence. It's I wonder again, but Viper can just go forward. The support for his 3rd death. There's another one from Mako. Wasn't I telling you this guy's Thresh is legendary? You've seen him with Death. Now watch him with Viper as Icon.
Counters. That's kind of been the story of how things have finished out. At EDG, super confident. The engage comes in. They have the tools to disengage, and they just go back to pushing forwards. It just feels like they completely outmatch LNG at this point. 7,000 gold lead. They're going to push into the base, and there's no Baron to keep the minions tanky, but they don't care. There's just no one on LNG who can step up.
I mean, Giga Brain, easy clap win for game 1 for EDG. LNG never got off the ground. It was one turret as one play, and Icon gets hit away. EDG now with 4 versus 4 in the bottom lane. It's LNG on their last stand, but devoured up. It's Viper being saved as well. A good double play as Mako dies, but Viper now has a lot of shurikens. He's kiting back. Somebody stop him. No, there's the 2nd. Onto the 3rd. It's happening again. He may drop down, but he's done enough damage. EDG still have their jungler versus Tarzan.
Honestly though, LNG, I think that's the best sort of scenario you can hope for. Scout wasn't there, and critically they focused everything onto Viper. He did a ton of damage in return, but it's kind of difficult for him to keep free hitting when he's being CC'd and targeted. But still, Scout's just looking to push in, take that inhibitor mid, take that tier 1 that Nexus tower.
God, this is stupid. I mean, when Gwen looks balanced. I want to point out that it's okay, LNG have found Flandre. That's never the pick. I wonder going in, they want Viper again, but Flandre's running away. Save the president. Viper at full HP, and Tarzan now using this team fighting back.
Yeah, I mean, they're finding windows. Oh,
no, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, Tarzan, he wanted the red buff. And now at melee range, Viper may be wanting a bit too much as well. He pulls out his ulti, but Icon's able to clean him up. Ale drops as well to triple kill with the shockwave missing out. Scout getting low, Super's crashing into the base. 1 versus 3. Flandre saves yet another vice president. And a quadra kill for JJ. That's going to be it.
Yeah, the Olaf is ignored. They're focusing on the carry, and he's just able to run amok. This is the big difference. If the Olaf is ahead, he just does so much work.
Give Penta. Oh, no. This could be Penta. JJ, let's go. Olaf Penta. I'm so ready for it. There we go. Jungle v Jungle. Jungle diff in game 1, and EDG diff in game number 1 too.
We highlighted the matchup, and I think
top lane most likely. We'll just wait a couple more seconds, and there we go. So Orcs comp's a little bit different this time. I want to say for both teams, there is a hell of a lot of dive for both EDG and LNG.
Yeah, but still applying that pressure, finding those windows to punish the Tom Kent. There's not many, I'll be honest, but he did find one, and ooh,
now TP in the bottom lane. Now. That's Icon coming down. EDG have to back away as Gravitum onto Mako, and the damage, excuse me. It ain't Gravitum, it's an orb that comes through as Icon makes that TP worthwhile with the first blood. Go there as well. Wait for the supports to start moving up. That's when you know it's a sign. As Mako going to use this opportunity to get rid of deep vision. First Dragon goes over to EDG.
And I think they're feeling pretty comfortable in this situation. Securing this Infernal Dragon, equalizing in terms of dragons overall. Fortunately, it's another Cloud to play the game now. But, oh, they are looking for something here.
That's a big dive onto Icon. No Realm Orb, he's busted against the turret. And Scout Soldiers do the rest. There's a kill over to Jeje. And EDG on the side. LNG not committing. Dragon sits there and waits for who's going to take it.
I think EDG, they've taken prio mid. They're actually threatening this tower bot lane. They're kind of comfortable with this arrangement if Viper can just take this one. But I think actually has to back away. But now they can move in. And for LNG, remember what we set up is that they want to find backline access in front, and they are looking for it.
Oh, there's the arrow onto Mako. It's a good target here because the rest of LNG are on the way, blasted out, while Viper's under turret by himself and exploded. Down goes the turret in the meantime as well, while Scout was the one to pick that up. This is the race, but I think for LNG, finally we get to see some tempo.
And this is exactly what you talked about coming out of draft, is with this rise, they can go for those creative engages, those creative angles. They're able to pick apart EDG's bot lane because EDG, with very split setting up for that one. They find the engage, they get 2 kills, they're able to pick up the dragon, and now they're looking for that bot lane tier 1 as well. This is the pace we were hoping for out of the mid game of LNG. We're finally starting to get the ball rolling.
Okay, the catfish caught out, flashes away. Flandre gets face breaking anyway. There's the moonfall, back against the wall. It's fishing time with no abyssal dive to get out, and LNG with kill number 4. Now it's really pushing. As the turret goes down on top of that, and LNG with a 3K. Players should be getting more confident here around the next couple of objectives. And even if Scout over pushes like this, Banshees fell down. I want to hit in the angle you talked about. Showstopper though, can they kill Scout before the TP's in the back end? Because that's a beautiful ultimate into the hands of a honey bear. Scout's over, scuttles around. What the hell? He's devoured up by Flandre, still alive. Flandre trying to save his big brother, but Tarzan's on top. Viper can't get there in time. And EDG, in a matter of seconds, lose 2 more.
They find the approach. They get on Scout. Now, they have to be a bit cautious about coming into this Baron because Viper's still a threat. Your ult comes through.
That's a good little ulti, though, from Viper as he flashes away. He's got Infernum for the AoE, but he's just taken down. LNG given free kills as EDG scatter, and it may just give it over to Baron.
Yeah, and with only Mako alive, there's no way they contest this one. LNG are putting the pedal to the metal right now. They find the good approach. They find the angle onto Scout, who's a little bit too far forwards, and they're able to secure a bunch of kills on the Baron. As that bot lane fight where Scout wasn't there, LNG made it look close. And because they got the pick here on Scout, it just at EDG, it's a bit rough.
Oh.
But it's a Realm Warp. They're going for the Baron.
Yeah, but they've done it. But the thing is, they're spotted on a ward. Can they do it fast enough? The Realm Warp
So
play, it's already gone. It's done. JJ! No, he can't steal it in time. It's Light who secures the Baron as EDG. Now 5 members in the river. Arle's already popped the Dominus, and now the question is whether LNG want to continue forward. They've picked up the Baron and Iwandi on the biggest flank angle. As EDG start the fight, but Tarzan on top of Scout, he has to flash away. The core member hit down by Iwandi, but LNG sent back with a beautiful Emperor's Divide. Viper trying his hardest, but Light hitting away with a big volley. LNG get low, but haven't lost anyone else. Scout firing, but it's Tarzan who cleaves him in half.
They find a great angle there. The Realm Warp onto the Baron. Super creative to come out from EDG to instantly burst that down. And then we see EDG in a rough spot. They can't just give over the dragon as well. It would be a disaster, but there was no way for them to escape. And you can see as LNG pushed forwards in that pincer movement, we saw Iwandi come in from one angle. We saw this Arle flying from the other, and Tarzan with that. And there was just nothing EDG could do. And now LNG, they don't quite have enough time to end right now, but they'll pick up that dragon. They'll pick up a bunch of structures on top of that. And EDG are looking rough with it over 10k gold deficit, 13,000 at this point.
At 30 minutes into the game, let's put scaling out of the back of our mind, because at this point, LNG...
They are playing this 4-1, right? They have the 4 members mid, they have Icon pushing in the bot lane, but still, it isn't the easiest angle to approach. They're kind of relying on those top lane minions to do some of the work for them.
I mean, that's going to do half the damage to a Nexus turret. Scout has to position. LNG looking for that inhibitor, but at this point, EDG still have so much wave clear. That's the other thing. While it is looking hopeless in game 2, I'm waiting for that finishing moment, because EDG's wave clear never really slows down, especially with Infernum as Iwandi Hex flashes over the wall. They're in a choke as the inhibitor turret looks to go down, and this is where it begins, maybe where it ends. Facebreaker onto Viper. Emperor's Divide does nothing. Arle's into the back line, and it's all over. Viper drops to the dirt as the Moonfall is all falling around EDG. LNG burning health bars, though, as Scout still lives. Arle into his face, though, and that's all it takes. LNG will take us to a game 3 and show us that this team is warming up to playoffs.
And this is what we're hoping for from game 1, but they find the momentum in game 2. They find the mid-game spike. They manage to lean on Tarzan. They manage to find them, and Leona still serves as an engage option later in the game, so they have the tools to play with here. Did you see LNG go for that Jace in the top side for Arle? Does mean that I have another carry on the map, and also...
Move down first. Flandre into the choke. Scouts here, though. 3 versus 2 for now. The flash away, but Tarzan's just walked into 3 people. Thanks for the blue buff transfer, old mate. That's first blood. Jungler's both committing to the back as well, or rather just Tarzan. Still sitting up here. Flandre has Dominus available, guys. No flash available. Arle has his, and has just hit level 7 with a big wave coming in. Should be a lot of lifesteal here as JJ now finds out Tarzan's in the brush, but Moonfall's available. Tarzan doesn't have Stormbringer. Will JJ commit? Flash is available, remember. He follows on in on top of Tarzan. Flandre getting in range, and there you go. Crescent Strike down. Arle with another Shock Blast combo, but he can't do it.
Super threatening. So LNG will take that dragon, but it's not exactly an even trade, right? You're losing out on wave after wave top lane. You can see Arle still zoned off. You can see more a major target for EDG to shut down now. Oh, this might be an overstep.
Maybe not the time. Pale Cascade. JJ caught out the Protobelt to get away, but the bear comes down. Revenge is best served like a bear in a honey tree. Tarzan going to be traded off, though, as Flandre now has to deal with 2 people. Range not in his favor. It's a Renekton versus a guy with a hammer and an old wizard with a staff. Scout's joining the play, though. He's waiting for Mako, though. His ult doesn't connect.
Oh,
no! Flashes for the culling. Scout, that was gorgeous. And the rest of EDG revel in his success.
Oh, Scout just completely outplays Icon there. Dashes, dips away, dodges the Emperor's Divide, takes them out, and they get Arle too. That looked like the turnaround play for LNG. It's like, finally, you Colin going. And even though Iwandi's there, it's a little bit too late, and now they're finding more.
We're doing it again. The dance with pants. Thank God they got pants on. Arle's going to drop down. Another kill over to JJ. 6-1 Orcs. It's a 3K gold lead at 14 minutes. I mean, this is like watching LNG from game 2. EDG giving them a taste of their own medicine, as I1D's too deep for a ward. Thanks for the Hex explosives. Viper with no ulti, a bouncing bomb though. No solar flare needed. We'll call that a snipe anyway.
And I mean, EDG are just putting the momentum on. This is what you need with this comp. As you said, LNG did this game too. You find the momentum and you just keep applying in that mid game. And the critical issue is, yes, Light is strong. Yes, Icon's doing okay in terms of farm, but the top and jungle are feeling useless in particular. So at least get something out of this.
As the dragon goes down, as you said, it's going to be an Infernal Soul. Definitely game winning.
Yeah, just try and clear out that wave, but this is LNG trying to go for the cross-map plays.
No.
But actually find him here.
He went back in. I mean, Icon has the Emperor's Divide. TP being used by EDG. Can he survive? Andre has healed up so much, but Viper won't be able to save him in time. 1 versus 2, but low health bars on LNG. Viper left on his lonesome. Mako not there. This Ziggs left out in the open. Satchel charge isn't available to get him over. No again. LNG with 2 big picks and EDG. Bit of a mistake.
Yeah, honestly, just a big misplay, and I love to see this from LNG. You go for the cross-map play. You're not meeting those strong carries head-on. You pick Flander off, Viper TPs in and get caught, and now the start of the Baron. This might be a risky one, but if they manage to secure it, massive.
Death sentence huge, though, onto Jej. I1D gets bursted out, though. Remember that culling needs to be used as Mako gets bursted himself. It's Aphelios on the backline. LNG, though, moonfalled by Jej. They manage to get out as the steal for Jej. It's easy! He pressed his Q, takes it down. Scout with the culling, flushes over. Light versus Lucian. He's the piercing Light for a quadra kill.
Quadra kill for Scout, and they steal it now. 7,000 gold down. Baron in favor of EDG. They're going to take another turret as well. It is looking rough. And remember, LNG needed this series win to lock in that top 6.
No. He dies to Grom. Tarzan. It might have been Viper's damage. But to just walk in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think a big thing was the Baron. They couldn't really do anything to stop him.
And now we're at about a 10k gold lead. As you said, that was the nail in the coffin for sure. EDG, guys. A series end, really worthy of the series itself. It was a coin flip. It was a blast. And we're getting a bit more blood in our final game as well. That's all I could ask for. Inhibitor going to go down mid, but look at EDG. They have the angle on LNG to end this series right here. Into the backline, 3-man moonfall. Jej explodes them. Doesn't die himself. It's over in a matter of seconds as EDG are left with 1 Icon. Send Scout to the Nexus. Rather the Fountain here. He won't be able to escape, but there's more than enough damage here, Orcs. EDG with a fell swoop will be able to take down this Nexus, blow them up, and lock in top 2 for 2021 summer.
Huge achievement from EDG, locking that top 2. They will obviously have the chance to take first.
When the world is calling you, can you hear them scream?